EPL weekend, Manchester City 2, Brentford 0. Champions response under pressure. Manchester City delivered exactly what was required in the Premier League title race: 3 points, composure under pressure, and a reminder that Pep Guardiola's side are still very much alive in the 2025-2026 championship battle. It's not yet over for them, and that's the message they've sent to Team Arsenal, that we are just behind you, and if you dilly dally or make a single mistake, we will discipline you without mistake, and you never ever see the title race for the championship. That's the EPL. The results against the stubborn Brentford side chasing European qualification. City eventually found their rhythm through the brilliance of Jeremy Doku and ruthless finishing of Erling Haaland in a 2-0 victory at the Etihad. 1-2-3 results keeps us City firmly attached to Arsenal at the top of the table and rams pressure right back onto Mikel Arteta's side. Tactical breakdown for the team today. This is Manats. We're going to get these things right. Brentford fans have a plan nearly worked for large spells of the opening half. Brentford executed their game plan impressively. Compact defensive block, fast transitions, direct attacks into the channels, aggressive pressure triggers on City's midfield. Thomas Frank's side looks dangerous wherever City lost possession. Egal Fiego especially caused problems with his main movements behind the City's defense line. Brentford's counter-attack structure has been one of the best in the league this season, and it showed again today. City's missed the alarming influence of Rodri in the midfield because circulation was lower than usual, and the attacking midfielders struggled to receive between lines consistently. For 55 minutes, it looked like another frustrating afternoon for Pep Guardiola. The turning point in this match is when Jeremy Doku get in. That is, Jeremy Doku was electric down the left side. His acceleration and one versus one dribbling stretched Brentford repeatedly, and eventually the pressure broke the visitors. His curling strike in the 60th minute was the breakthrough City desperately needed. Beyond the goal, Doku's performance simple something bigger about City this season. Less control than previous title-winning campaigns, but more individual explosiveness. With injuries and tactical adjustments affecting Guardiola's traditional structure, players like Doku have become essential chaos creators in every match. Haaland's goal was one more assurance for Man City that they are getting in control of this match today, and that's the exact thing that happened when Haaland scored his first goal. Erling Haaland made it 2-0 late, on which on with an improvised finish that killed the game, but psychologically the goal mattered even more than tactically. This has not been City's most dominant season. They have dropped unusually points recently, including the dramatic 3-3 draw against Everton that handed momentum to Arsenal. A second goal removed anxiety from the stadium and restored the relief heading into the final stretch. Haaland's consistency also remains extraordinary in the matches. 26 league goals, Golden Boot leader, decisive in pressure moment. Even when City are not fully convincing collectively, Haaland guarantees they remain terrifying. Guardiola's biggest win today gives an emotional control after the Everton's collapse. The key surrounding City was mentality. Could they have recovered psychologically after letting the title race slip out of their hands? Today's answer was yes. City were not spectacular, but they were mature, patience in possession, discipline, defensively composed after missed chances, and there is usually the hallmark of Guardiola's best title-winning teams. What this means for Arsenal titles dream. This is where things become fascinating in the match, or in the 2025-2026 Champions EPL Premier League match and Premier League season. Before kickoff, Arsenal were in control of the race, 5 points ahead, 3 matches remaining, destiny in their own hands. City's win changes the emotional equation. Even if mathematically Arsenal still holds the advantage, Arsenal still controls their fate. That is depending on the results that will come in tomorrow. West playing West Ham. If Arsenal win their remaining matches, they are champions. That remains unchanged. But title races are rarely just mathematical; they are psychological wars. And Manchester City have now reduced immediate pressure and themselves forced Arsenal to respond, minded everyone that they are almost never blink in May. Why Arsenal fans should be nervous watching City win the rest of the matches? City have won multiple titles under Guardiola because they know how to handle this stage of the season. They know how to handle pressure. That is what it means. So Arsenal are chasing a first league title in over 2 decades. That's 22 years gone without Arsenal having a league title. And this is what they're chasing this season, making sure that they won't lose it. The psychological difference matters immensely or enormously in this title race. Arsenal margin for error feels smaller now. Had City dropped points today, Arsenal path would have looked almost clear. Instead, every Arsenal match now feels like a final for Arsenal. One draw could reopen the door completely for Manchester City again to get on the lead with 1 point. That is leading against Arsenal with 1 point. Momentum has shifted again. Momentum in the title race changes quickly and quickly. After Everton, Arsenal had emotional control. After today, City have pushed pressure back towards the North London. That pendulum swings can affect performance in the next matches, especially when Arsenal are not good in working under pressure. This one can change everything in the remaining matches against Arsenal. The remaining fixtures could decide everything. City versus Crystal Palace, Bournemouth and Aston Villa, while Arsenal must navigate West Ham, Burnley and Crystal Palace. Arsenal will be having a West Ham match tomorrow, and that will also determine the way on this. On paper, Arsenal still have the advantage, but the danger for Arsenal is obvious. City are capable of winning every remaining match. That means Arsenal cannot afford hesitation and even a draw in one of the matches. And we can talk about this Manchester City victory over Brentford was not a vintage Guardiola's masterclass. It was something arguably more dangerous. A controlled possession, title race survival performance. Doku supplied the spark, Haaland delivered the killer blow, and City reminded Arsenal that this race is far from over. For Arsenal, the dream is still alive and still in their hands. But after today, the pressure has become heavier for Team Arsenal. That is our analysis and my notes and analysis for this match. Why can't you subscribe and leave us a like and a comment? What do you think is going to happen next in this match? Kudos. I love you all. Bye.